When you search for the phrase "The Apprentice" in the files, you will see a contract that J.E. had with a girl in France where he is called the beneficiary and she is called the apprentice, and it stipulates exactly what he required this person who he said was his apprentice had to do for him. I haven't seen this talked about yet so far, so I think this is a really important one that needs a little bit more attention. I will put the link in the comments for you guys, and it starts off where it says agreement between J.E., hereafter referred to as the beneficiary, and redacted, referred to as the apprentice. It has been agreed as follows. The beneficiary is willing to benefit from the apprentice's experience, skills, and generosity in the framework of his amusements. In this context, the parties have agreed to conclude this agreement of favors by which the apprentice will provide on an independent basis fun, pleasure, and the assistance in relation to the various forms of amusement of the beneficiary. The terms and conditions of these activities are specified in the present agreement. Specified that the apprentice's obligations toward the beneficiary pursuant to the agreement are those of an independent contractor, and that the apprentice shall work independently. Thus, the relationship between the apprentice and the beneficiary shall not be requalified as employment relationship or an agency relationship. It goes on to say the definition of favors. Hereby agreed, the apprentice will provide the beneficiary with the following favors: presenting beautiful women. The apprentice will find beautiful women among her friends and acquaintances. Their appearance, age, and ethnical origins are subject to oral discussion with the beneficiary. Accompanying for swimming with no clothes in places with no danger. Stripping, which includes taking off clothes slowly. Making full body massages. Posing with no clothes for the beneficiary in case he wishes to draw or for other purposes primary discussed. Playing S games, which both the beneficiary and the apprentice enjoy. As it follows below, the beneficiary's obligations may include teaching the apprentice to enjoy new S games to which she has never been exposed before. The beneficiary shall provide to the apprentice necessary means, environment, information, as well as good humor and playfulness for the performance of the favors. The apprentice shall perform the favors in accordance with the provisions of this agreement and in the best interest of the beneficiary. It goes on to say the beneficiary will assist the apprentice in teaching her new things about adult life. New things about adult life, emotional intelligence, interpersonal relations, and S if he wishes to do so. And then check this part out. The beneficiary will try his best to take the apprentice to the United Nations building in New York for an excursion and a live conference during which the favors can be provided to the beneficiary. At the United Nations building? The agreement commenced in 2011. Its duration is unlimited. Then at the end it says the agreement is governed by French law.